Okay, so we're here once again in Science Simulator, and we're here with what could potentially be the last update for Science Simulator. I'm expecting it not to be, but it could potentially be one of the last updates for Science Simulator. So basically what has been added is an egg over there, as you can just about see as it loads in. That egg over there, and as well as a tier pass and some little bug fixes here and there. So I'll quickly just go through the bug fixes. Let me just go onto Discord real quick and open the announcements. So they have fixed the triple hatch with auto hatch kind of thing, and I know some people had an issue when they were trying to auto hatch and sometimes it was doing single. And they also have fixed the auto hatch bug where when you pressed the auto hatch button on your keyboard, sometimes it wouldn't actually work, but it should be fixed now. They fixed global trading pages errors, and they improved some sorting in the global trading. They reduced lag in global trading, reduced lag in the inventory, and they have cleaned up the weekly leaderboard script. So they are kind of just like the bug fixes and the improvements, I guess. But the main things that they have added, which would be the most exciting things for players, is the egg as well as the tier pass. So if we come into here real quick and we do actually come up to here, and we we don't fall off the map, but we actually go up to that rocket that's up there. Wow, that's embarrassing. So we do come into here and we come up to here and we open the tier pass. This is what the tier pass actually looks like. As you can see, there is a free tier pass, which I believe has, I'm going to assume 50. I'd count them all, but that would take too long. So I'm going to assume it's around 50 to 60. If I'll actually just count them just to make sure. So we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. There's a lot. So I can't be bothered counting it, but there's a lot. And as you can see, I currently have it all the way up to tier 100. But only the 100 tiers are actually for the premium tier pass, and obviously the free tier pass is every other one. So obviously if you get tier 1, I'm pretty sure you can just unlock both of these, but then obviously when you get to tier 2 you will unlock the top track, but you won't unlock the bottom track until you obviously get to 122 moon rocks on this kind of like cost thing. So obviously when you do unlock some, not like if you press purchase tier, you won't always unlock a free tier pass section. That's only mainly for the premium tier pass. So it's more or less every 2 or 3 purchases you will actually get something on the free tier pass. And as you can see coming through this, it is kind of like commons and some kind of like rare pets and stuff out of the moon rock eggs, as well as some interbite stuff there, as you can see. And there is also some legendaries and epics too. And obviously there is boost along with it. So I have obviously completed the free tier pass, and I haven't actually bought the premium tier pass because it is, for me, I don't believe it's worth it. So what I actually got from the free tier pass is obviously this pet down here. I believe it's from one of the packs. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check that out in a minute. But I basically claimed all of the boost more or less, and what I actually got out of this was what did I get? I got 4.5 hours of luck boost, 2.5 hours of hatch speed, and 3.5 hours of shiny boost. So it's not actually a lot. It's actually quite low down, to be fairly honest. But then again, I'm not too sure how much the premium pass does, but realistically I'm not really going to spend 400 Robux to find out. You can also skip the pass if you don't have enough moon rocks, but obviously that also costs 600 Robux, so I'm not too sure whether it would be worth it for some people. In the end you do get about 4 to 2 hours of boosts, so it's not exactly amazing, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But the main thing is the egg. So as you can see over here, we do have the egg, and this is I believe it's called a 2.0 egg. And as you can see there, we just got a legendary. So again, the legendaries are very, very easy. It's like 1 in 50 and 1 in 100. The exact same for how it's been for a lot of the recent eggs. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure from like the radioactive egg, I'm not too sure. But they are very easy. So, as you can see here, we have a mushy. And this is like a little mushroom with wings. And I'm not too sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure this was named after one of the moderators for Interbyte Studios. Don't quote me on that, but it definitely seems like that was the case. And we also have the All-Star, which is kind of like this star with kind of like a ring around it with, I don't know, maybe electric kind of going on around it. And we also have the Skull Asterion, something like that. Which is, it's just kind of like a skull with kind of like fire effect and stuff. And I do actually have one of each of these in my inventory down here, and we also have the shiny versions. So here obviously is the normal mushy, 6.2k research, which is quite nice, and the shiny one, 12.4k at just level 1. Then we have the All-Star, 6.5 at level 1. Whoops, I did forget to turn off my trading, and I am in a public server. Whoops. Anyway, come back to this. So yeah, I'm in the completely wrong thing. Back to my inventory. Woof. 6.5 for the All-Star, and then 13k for the shiny version. And I actually quite like it, kind of like the deep blue, like the dark blue and the black. And then we have the Skull Asterion, which is 6.8k. And then the shiny version, 13.6k at level 1. And again, it's kind of like the black and the red, so it's very nice looking, very cool looking. And this is the Quantum Cube. This is the last pet on the free tier pass. And level 1, it actually does 14,000. So I was kind of expecting it to go up to maybe 20,000 or something. But it seemed to only gain like 100 every 3 levels. And maxed out, it only does 14.8k. So don't get too excited when you see the level 1 stats when it says 14k, because it doesn't actually go up that much. It literally maxes out at 14.8k. But let's quickly go over here real quick and just show off what these pets look like. In the hatching, again, it is a very big pet. The mushy one is kind of normal, but then the All-Star, I'm pretty sure you saw that before, is huge. And the Skull Asterion is also absolutely massive. So we can actually zoom in now, and as you can see, here's the little mushy, quite a cute looking pet. And then we have the All-Star. It's got quite a cool effect going on inside it, kind of like a shimmer, kind of like a shine kind of thing. And then we have the Skull Asterion, very big, and obviously has the lightning effects around it. And then we can actually just quickly swap these out for the shiny versions. So if we get the mushy, the All-Star, and the Skull Asterion. So here's the mushy, again very cute, just now blue. Again with the All-Star, it's got this kind of like cool effect, but it seems to be kind of glitchy. I guess that's because my graphics are too low though. But again, nice blue looking colour. And the Skull Asterion are very cool looking, with kind of like crystallised wings. And obviously the yellow lightning effects with this amazing black mask over the top of it. So very cool looking pets. But if we do come back into the index real quick and scroll across to the egg again, the 2.0 egg, as you can see there are 5 new secrets. So I quickly need to actually go back to the Discord and remind myself which one is which. So we do have, in the first slot we have, I believe it's the Danger of the Deep Sea 2.0. That is a 1 in 1 million. And then the next 2 are the Majestic Leviathan 2.0 and the Immortal Crystal 2.0. They're both 1 in 2 million each. Next we have the Primus 2.0. I'm not too sure what the Primus is. Again, I literally have the worst knowledge of half the pets in the game. So I'm not too sure what it is, what the original one is, but there is a Primus 2.0. And then the last one is... that is 1 in 2.5 million. And then the last one, which is a 1 in 10 million pet, is the Charged Up Robot, or as players like to call it, the Robot 2.0. So this is a very hyped event, obviously, because if we do kind of scroll down somewhere, I'm not too sure where the first nostalgia egg was. Here, This kind of brought back some like of the older games that Interbyte did, like Banning Sim 2 and stuff like that. That brought back some old pets. And basically what this is kind of like a nostalgia for Science Simulator, more or less. So it's bringing back some of the community favourites, pretty much like the Immortal Crystal and the Danger of the Deep Sea. Obviously the Primus obviously must have been a very well liked pet by some of the OG players, it seems. Again, I really don't have a clue what it is. And the Majestic Leviathan again was quite a popular pet at some point. And obviously the robot is very popular, with the wind up robot and the extra fluffy robot too. So obviously having the charged up robot has basically brought some hype back to the game, and has risen it back up to, I think it's about 800 players or so. But yeah, we have 1 in 1 million, 1 in 2 million for those two there, 1 in 2.5 million and 1 in 10 million. So hopefully I can hatch some. There are no new codes, as you can see. I have no boosts. Mutations still aren't back, as you can see, and nor is the season boards. But it does seem like they are trying to update the game a little bit at least. Obviously whilst they are working on the mines and getting that released at some point. So as soon as the mines is released, I am jumping on that. And I'm probably going to kind of slow down with Science Simulator at this point, because it does seem to be kind of like, I wouldn't say dying, but I also would say dying at the same time. It just seems like the devs right now are working more on the mines instead, and it also seems like the community is also more hyped for the mines rather than Science Simulator at this point. So hopefully we can finish it off with a bang by getting some nice secrets. Hopefully I can get a shiny secret too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.